turned away games into home games. Was she drawing mostly white fans? I don't doubt that. But no matter the color, they counted at the turnstiles and in the ratings. Caitlin Clark put the WNBA on the national map. I know I'd never regularly watch WNBA games, but did I ever watch them this past season? Because, listen, Caitlin Clark has basketball genius, captivating genius. Silly me, I thought the Black Stars would, if not embrace her, at least welcome her, appreciate her, because her presence alone is going to make them a whole lot more money. They should all be thanking their lucky stars for Caitlin Clark. Instead, I watched her get bullied and roughed up. Okay, I'm thinking that's just part of rookie initiation. I thought, well, they're testing her limits, her backbone, seeing if the skinny white girl from Iowa will ever push back or if she'll just fold. She began to hold her own. She began to at least talk back. But man, that Kennedy Carter incident, it just really disgusted me. The more I think about it, the madder I get at myself for not unleashing on it at the moment. Kennedy Carter got a little running start before an inbounds pass and just rammed Caitlin Clark, knocked her to the floor. But what really got me was that Kennedy Carter yelled, "Bitch," just before she hit Caitlin Clark. That just felt racist to me, but what do I know? I'm just a white guy. Meanwhile, over on the bench, Angel Reese stood and applauded. Just disgusting. For the first half of the season, I pushed Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year because she did have a record double-double run. She was leading the league in rebounding and ultimately did by far. But over the last month of the season, it became so clear to me she's just not the basketball player Caitlin Clark is. Angel isn't much of a shooter, and she just can't have the overall impact Caitlin does and will. I'm sorry. I've just gotten so tired of Angel Reese and the other Black Stars playing the race card because of social media. Oh, woe are they. They see so many racist comments on social media, so they say. Okay, so I'll say it again. Newsflash, there are racists out there in the United States of America. Only now, they have a direct line right into your head if you let them. The point is, there is no rule, no law that says you have to read what they write to you about you on social media. You have to choose to read it. And apparently, lots of WNBA stars do choose to go right into their comment section. I've seen they're looking for hero worship, for ego boosting. And oh my God, some nameless, faceless person out there called me the N-word or questioned my sexual preference. But here's what I just can't know. Did 3 people call you names? Or was it 300? Or I don't know, 300,000? I don't have any way to judge, to put into perspective, because I just don't know how many. I do know how many times back in the days I used to read what people were saying about me on Twitter, that I'd read, 3 negative comments, and I'd tell somebody in my inner circle, man, everybody on Twitter's after me. I'm sorry, but just like so many male stars, too many WNBA stars have let themselves become prisoners of and victims of social media. They're falling into the trap of letting social media define them. For every racist comment they read, I wonder how many comments they read from Black fans saying something like, "Don't let the white media promote that white bitch into taking over our game." Social media is threatening to destroy the WNBA. So now I have to read this excruciatingly embarrassing statement the WNBA Players Association released about and unleashed upon USA Today columnist Christine Brennan. Yes, I know Christine, but I definitely wouldn't say we're friends. But I definitely do respect her as a journalist because she has earned that respect for many years. Christine is writing a book on Caitlin Clark's impact on women's sports, but believe me, Christine Brennan is as tough as they come, male or female. She will not sell out to Caitlin Clark or overprotect or overdefend Caitlin Clark. So Christine was at game one of the Fever Sun series. Dejanay Carrington caught Caitlin just below the eye, attempting to block her, I guess try to bother her shot. Dejanay has done a sensational job of guarding and hounding and bothering Caitlin Clark all season long. That's one reason she won Most Improved Player. But on the play in question, it did look like to me she extended her follow through just a bit with a late snap of the wrist. It's very difficult to judge intent, but it could have been intentional. Could have been. So after this play, of course, blew up on the internet, on social media, 2 days passed, and Christine Brennan, still there at the series, asked Dejanay if making contact with Caitlin's face was at all intentional.
Dejanay?
Yeah.
Did you, when you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am. So yeah.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her. So
Christine Brennan has asked similar, tough, but legitimate questions to hundreds and hundreds of male players and coaches and executives. She was all over the people that run Augusta National, the golf club, the Masters, for not having a black member and not having a female member. So in this case, Christine Brennan just wanted Dejanay's side of the story, and she got two perfectly legitimate responses from Dejanay Carrington. End of story. Christine could go write her story with both sides of the story. So I thought. But no, the social media prisoners and victims in the WNBA fueled a Players Association statement saying Christine Brennan no longer deserves her WNBA credentials. The statement said Christine is, quote unquote, not fooling anyone, and that her line of questioning was, quote, a blatant attempt to bait a professional athlete into participating in a narrative that is false and designed to fuel racist, homophobic, misogynist vitriol on social media. What? So what? Christine Brennan is trying to provoke Trump supporters into leaving nasty, ugly messages on Black Star's social media sites? Is that supposed to be her agenda? No, that is embarrassingly laughable. Here, the WNBA is on the verge of becoming a major league, and its stars are acting so minor league. Wait, did I miss the part where WNBA stars are now required to scroll through all their comments and all their mentions? 12 years ago, I got so many death threats. I was so often called an in lover on Twitter. I swore off reading any of my comments, any of my mentions, and haven't one time since. I broke my addiction. I have no idea what people say about me, but I'll bet a whole lot of it is nasty and ugly, and I choose not to read it. Seriously, a big part of me wants to choose not to watch the WNBA anymore. The whole league is starting to feel nasty and ugly to me. The obvious irony is that this league has had a number of white stars, but there's just something about this straight white girl from Iowa who's become some kind of right-wing symbol, even though she did like Taylor Swift's post endorsing Kamala Harris. But somehow it's just starting to feel to me like this runs deeper than right-wing vitriol on Black Star's social media. This is starting to feel like runaway resentment, sometimes racially charged resentment, paranoid resentment of a white girl who's getting so much credit, too much in their eyes, for making the minor league WNBA a major TV league, and that this white girl is becoming too big a threat because she obviously has the rare ability and the basketball genius to soon back up the hype by becoming the WNBA's best player. Those words just came from a white guy who almost certainly has criticized Caitlin Clark more than any other white commentator.